Hey everyone, I'm THPine and welcome to my video about bugs, workarounds and tricks in the Rainbow Six Siege Open Beta. So the Open Beta has a lot of, well, let's call them technical difficulties, and those can get quite annoying. However, by digging through the subreddit for the last few days, I found a lot of solutions the community came up with, and I thought it would be a good idea to concentrate them and share them, and this is what this video is about. I will put all information and links and timestamps in the YouTube description below, so if you don't want to watch the whole video, take a look there. Let's get started with the most important issue, which is the operator select bug. Sometimes in the operator select screen you cannot actually select an operator, and you're just stuck there. So this is obviously really annoying because it prevents you from getting into a game. However, there's a really easy but still annoying workaround. What you can do is you press Alt+Enter or Alt-Return, and that will switch the game to window mode. If you now press the escape button, you will be able to select an operator. So that fixes that. However, now your game is in window mode. You probably want to play in full screen or borderless window. So to get back to full screen, it's really easy. You just press Alt-Enter again, and it will switch to full screen. So that's great. However, if you want to get a borderless window, it's a little bit more tricky because most of the time you will not be able to press the menu button either. So what you do is you mouse over the menu button and press Alt-Enter again. It doesn't work in the lobby, so you cannot demonstrate it. But when you're in the operator menu and you do that, then it will actually open this menu, like it will show up this sub-menu, and then you can press Options and go to Display, switch it to borderless and apply, and then you can play the game. Usually when this bug happens, it happens to everyone in the match, so feel free to share it when it occurs to you to the other ones to the other players in text chat or voice chat, and tell them to press Alt-Enter and Escape to select an operator, because if you don't, the match might never start. So there's that. There's another thing with matchmaking. Sometimes the matchmaking just gets stuck. So so you found some players, like some teammates and some opponents, but usually the lobby is not full, or it is full but it doesn't start up. If that happens and you're in a lobby like this for more than 30 seconds, just leave it, because it will never start ever. So the only way to get in another game is leave the lobby and at that point and re-queue again. That's very unfortunate, but well, that's how it is. So let's talk about the audio system, because the audio system in this game is pretty broken as well. So let's take a look. The most important issue here is that this setting is not really ignored. Like it does use push to talk or disabled if you choose so. But if you do so, most of the time there's a bug where it just it doesn't switch to open, but it treats you as the setting would be open anyway. So you have your settings on push to talk, and you did not press the push to talk button, but your teammates hear you anyway because your microphone is transmitting all the time. There's a really easy fix to this. It's annoying again, but it's a really easy fix. What you do is you switch to you set it to push to talk. You set up your push to talk button, which is by default you cannot rebind it here. You have to go to controls, customize controls, and then down here it's on push to talk. So the default is you, and you just every time your microphone is transmitting, you just press the push to talk button once. From then on, the microphone will work as push to talk again, at least for some time. The bug usually comes back, for example, if you switch the window or something, but it's the easiest fix for this anyway. So I hope they sort this out till release. But well, there we go. There's another big issue with the sound settings. This setting here, voice chat record level, which is how loud your microphone is recording, basically, is really badly implemented. It is not actually changing anything in game. Instead, it changes your Windows settings. So your driver settings of your microphone are getting changed. If you press the Windows button and search for sound, you get this menu here. This is on German, don't get confused. It's called sound in English as well. You go to recording, which this is like, it's Aufnahme in German, but it's recording in English. You select your microphone and go to level, I think it is. This slider is changed by this slider. So changing this slider will affect this one, not the other way around, obviously. So if I change this and then I go into a game and press the push to talk button, it will adjust my my Windows settings again. It's not broken, but it's really important to have this in mind if you're doing anything with your microphone besides playing this game as well. So like recording something or streaming or talking to other people via Skype or TeamSpeak, it's important to know that this setting is actually affected, because this setting is your base Windows setting, so this will affect all your other voice recording. So yeah, I hope they change that. I hope they will, but well, anyway, we go with it. So another thing in the graphics settings, there's something weird as well. Multi-sample anti-aliasing. There's actually a bug here, well, not a bug, but like wrong labeling here. The first label is temporal filtering, and the second one is off. this is actually not true. The first one is off, and the second one is temporal filtering. So if you have performance issues and you try to get everything down, or you just don't like anti-aliasing, then make sure you select this setting and not this one. And if you want to use temporal filtering, make sure you use this one and not the first one. They're just labeled wrong, but they're definitely working the other way around. So yeah, there's that. Also, some people have problems with mouse smoothing. I cannot really confirm or deny that, but I found various topics discussing mouse smoothing, and it seems to be a thing for some people. There's no like clear solution, but there's some settings you can play around with. I will link some threads in the description below. But usually the settings that are mentioned is switching the game to borderless window seems to help for some people. Turning VSync off seems to help for some. Changing ambient occlusion or setting ambient occlusion to off. And turning off anti-aliasing. Those are the settings that some people reported helped them to reduce mouse smoothing. If nothing of these settings help, someone else mentioned that it's the best workaround he found is to go to controls, change your mouse sensitivity down to 10. So that's the 10, and then adjust your mouse movement or your mouse sensitivity via your mouse DPI changes if your mouse supports that. For example, on my mouse, I'm not sure if I oops. Don't throw everything around. I have a button down here, this one, and if I press it, it will change the DPI on my mouse. It has different colors, as you can see, and you can adjust your mouse sensitivity via that as well. So that seems to be a workaround, so like a last restored workaround. Obviously not really what you want, probably. Especially if your mouse doesn't support something like that. But mouse smoothing doesn't seem to be that much. It's like not that common. I only found a few people discussing it. Okay, so that's about all the issues. However, I want to share a few more tricks I found by searching through the subreddit. So one thing is, every time you start a game, there are some intro videos you cannot skip. There's a Ubisoft logo and the Nvidia logo. There's a way to, well, make them not appear though. What you do is you go to your Explorer and you go to your hard drive and then to Programs x86. Then you go to Ubisoft Game Launcher, Games, Ubisoft Rainbow Six Siege Open Beta, Videos, and there's a folder called Startup. This folder contains those videos, NVIDIA logo and Ubi logo. And if you rename this folder to, for example, like this, then those videos will not show up. So that's a good trick to make the game start quicker, which is pretty good because sometimes the game crashes and you have to restart and stuff like that. So I tend to restart the game quite a bit, so I'm very happy to be able to turn those off. And yeah, last but not least, I found some very useful links, both on the Ubisoft website. That's the wrong button. There we go. So there is the game guide, I will link it in the description below, which includes some general information, but most importantly, it includes blueprints for all the maps. So for house, there are blueprints for every floor, which is pretty good, and for Hereford as well, and for Canal as well. So those are pretty useful. Even more useful than the game guide though is the Whiteboard, which is a different link on the Ubi side. I will put the link in the description as well. On this thing, you can actually, well, draw on those maps, like on those blueprints. You can select operators from here and drag them around and change the size and turn them around and stuff like that. And you can draw on this map as well, so you can see here, and put various icons on there, reinforced wall, stuff like that. If it's pretty cool. It would be a little, like, it would be amazing if it would be like actually like reinforced wall would stick to walls and stuff like that. Like it would be react to the map. It doesn't know the map. It's just stuff you put on a picture basically. But it's still cool. However, it seems to be a little buggy. Like if I zoom here, it zooms to the left. If I zoom here, it zooms to the right. But if I zoom here, it doesn't zoom up. Like there's no way to get closer than this without cutting off the map for some reason. And there's no way to navigate. At least I did not find any. However, you can switch floors, obviously. So actually, that seems to be kind of broken as well. Not that worked earlier, but there seems to be a bug with this now. I don't know why this doesn't work right now. Anyway, so that sums up the video. So I hope I could help you with some of the issues, and the video was helpful to you. If you liked or disliked it, feel free to press the like or dislike button, and also consider subscribing. I will put up more Rainbow Six Siege content in the near future, and as always, I am TH_Pine. Thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. Always have fun, because it's the most important thing in life, and see you next time.